Hello. Hello. Anybody out there this afternoon? Give it a few seconds until you guys come on in. Oh, I see one. Oh, two. Hi, everybody. And give it a couple more seconds before we start. Hey, Nancy. Be sure to say hi if you're here. Hey, Deb. I thought you'd be at bingo. I didn't think I'd get you. All right. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and start. I was going to do this yesterday, and hey, Deb. I didn't get a chance to. I had Jason, so I couldn't get in here by myself, and I didn't think he would be really, really helpful doing this. So better that I show you how to do it than he does. Actually, we had him today for the Fall Festival, and we're going to get him back at 6:30 because his mom and dad are going to be chaperoning the homecoming dance tonight at Sam's school. So I thought I'd pop in here real quick to show you how to make this really cute. Hey, Jill. Really cute little test tube candy holder. I know these are popular, especially since this this month Paper Pumpkin came out with all of the test tubes and little tags. Oh, good. I'm glad you got to be here, Deb. Because I know you wanted to get the measurements for this, so I'm gonna give you the 411. All right. So like I was saying, this month's Paper Pumpkin came with. Hey, Lena Bina. It came with the little test tubes. It also came with this really cute little stamp set for Halloween or fall. I've seen lots of different projects used that are using it to make sunflowers and all kinds of sweet fall treats too, not just for Halloween. Hello, Canada. So that's the little stamp set that came with it. And then these are the tags that also came with it. So you guys probably have already seen these, but this is what I'm going to be using. There we go. Hey, Rosa, good to see you. All right, so let me go ahead and start. I'll show you how to go ahead and cut your base and get it scored. So I'm actually going to use a piece of real red cardstock because I want you guys to be able to see. The black is a little hard to see. Hey, Tammy White, thanks for coming. And I do have a sheet here I'm going to put on here for you too when I'm done. So if you want to do a screen cap of it later when you go back and watch the video. Yeah, this one. These are all the... this is the directions on how to, the score lines and everything, how to cut and score it. Hey, Kelly. Thanks for coming by. So these are going to be on here for you, and I'll also put these on my blog later for cutting and the scoring. And then I have another one that has the measurements for the DSP for all these little parts and pieces that are on here. So you'll get those also. Alrighty? All right, so first you're going to start with a 4x11 piece of cardstock. And you're going to first put it with the 11-inch side up top. Okie doke. And the first, on my Simply Scored, the first score mark we're going to do is over here at a 1/2 inch. And just go straight down. And then you're going to go to 1 3/4, 4 1/4, and 5 1/2. Okie doke. So that's a 1/2, 1 3/4, 4 1/4, and 5 1/2. Got it so far? Okay, now we're going to turn it clockwise, and we're going to go over and score it at 1 1/4 all the way down, and then we're going to score it at 2 3/4 all the way down. All right, you with me so far? See those score marks? All right, now we're going to go back to how we had it at the first, the way we started, just like so, with that 11 inches across the top, and you're going to go over to 8 inches. Can you guys see it? I will, I know. I'm sorry, Deb, it's a lot. Hey, Kathy Williams, good to see you from California. All right, you're going to start over here at 8 inches. Now, I went back to the same side I started on, okay? So we have this long section over here with no score lines except the 2 that go across. All the other score lines are down here. So we're going to go up here at 8 inches, and we're going to just score down to that 1 1/4 inch mark right there. See that? Now, we're going to make another one, but what we're going to do is we're going to turn it so that the other 11-inch side is at the top. We still have that long section here in the middle. And we're going to go over here to 3 inches and score down to that 1 1/4 line. See that? Hi, Audra. There we go. All right, you with me? All right, so that's all the scoring we're going to do. Now I'm going to show you how we're going to cut it and make the flaps. All right. Hey, Tracy, good to see you. So what I want to do is this piece with the long section, this is actually the back section here, okay, for your box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this long section towards me. That's where I'm going to start my cuts. Alrighty? All right, let's go. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my snips and I'm going to start here. And I'm going to just trim up around the camera. Up to that first score line, and I'm going to cut this rectangle off, okay, like that. All right, hey Christina, good to see you. All right, and then I'm going to do this other rectangle on the other side of this long one over here, just up to that first score line. All right, there we go. All right, so we still have the long section, and then we have these 2 shorter sections here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to skip this second triangle, and we're going to go to this next little square section here. We're going to trim in and go to the other side of that square over here, and we're going to trim in like so. And then we're going to just kind of cut a little bit of a kind of a triangle over here. Well, it is a triangle over here, to give that tab a little room to move once we do it. I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Hey Mama, I see you. Everybody say hi to my mama. Little Olive. All right, I'm going to do the same thing over here. You with me so far? Like that. Okay, so we still have that long section, these 2 rectangles. We came down to the next one and trimmed both sides and made these triangles. All right, now I'm going to come down. Here's the long section, come down past this one. I'm going to leave this one just as it is, and I'm going to do the same thing to this little square here that I did to this one over here. So just like that. And these triangles over here, they do not have to be perfect. They're just little tabs that are going to go on the inside. Oops, I forgot to show you. And then this little rectangle guy here on the end, he gets cut off. Like so. All right, so we're going to do the same thing over here. So I'm going to cut off this little rectangle. Like that. And cut up here. Oops, and make a triangle. All right, you with me? You see that? Hey Miriam, thanks for coming over. Okay, so I have this little teeny tiny tab here at the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a little mitered edge on both sides of this. Just, you'll see when we go to put it together, it makes it easier to tuck it in. All right, so this is how it all those score lines fold. Make them nice and crisp. There we go. Okay, now I have one in black. I'm going to go ahead and put this one together for you so I can show you what I did with it. Now, when I have the long section down here, again, it's kind of convoluted because this is the back of the box. Again, this is this piece right here. What we're going to do is we're going to put a sticky strip or tear and tape. I put it up here on these 2 flaps that are up close to the end. Now I'm going to tell you about this hole in well, I can go ahead and show you that now. What you're going to do is you're going to take your 3/4 inch circle punch. Now, this is a 3/4 for this size test tube. Be careful if you find them at your craft store, whatever. Make sure you do a little trial run to see what size circle you'll need to put your hole in to put them in. All right. Now, what I did for mine, I just took it and put it in, and the way see if I can have enough hands. These two score lines, I just tried to even up my punch here. And hey, how are you from Cambridge? Lena, look, another Canadian. Yay! I'm sorry you missed us. Yeah, but I'm glad you found me. All right, so see these two score lines, we're going to center this punch in between there, and we're just going to punch there on this square down at the end with the little tab. And these weren't mitered. Let me miter those. Okay, and again, we put on those pieces of sticky strip. We're going to fold all of our score lines, like so. All right, now what I did was I started at the back with this long piece, and I'm going to pull these little tabs in first, and we're going to set this side up. And these guys are just going to rest inside there. Now you can add more adhesive if you'd feel more comfortable. That's totally up to you. This is just how I put mine together. Okie doke. And then I'm going to take off the backing of the double-sided tear and tape like that. And I like having it sitting up on a flat surface because I can get the folds square when I go to adhere them. So I'm going to pull it up. And I'm just going to squeeze these little guys in, and that tear and tape is going to hold right there. Okay, you see that? Just like so. Now, these little tabs are going to go in, and this little tab's going to get tucked in there like that. And I put a little bit of fast fuse on mine. Let me grab some fast fuse and stick it on there real quick. And tuck those guys in. This little guy goes like that, and just give it a little rub back here to make that stick. Okay, so there's your basic box. All right, now I'm going to give you the measurements for the DSP and the cardstock to put on the outside of your box. Alrighty. Okay, so we have, first we need a piece, or the two pieces I'm going to show you for the sides. These sides right here. These pieces on the sides, the designer series paper is 1 inch by 2 1/4, and the backing piece is 1 1/8 by 2 3/8. Hey Seal, good to see you. Yeah, and I'm going to have all the measurements on here too, so if you watch the video back, you'll be able to see them. And also I'm going to post this on my blog today. Okay, so I'm just going to take my designer series paper, the smaller ones, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere those. And these, again, these are for the sides. And I'm going to use a little bit of fast fuse. Everybody see that fast fuse is on the big sale for World Card Making Day. When you buy the fast fuse, you get a free refill. How cool is that? I love it. All right. Here we go. So these are my two side pieces. Whoops. There we go. All right. So again, these side pieces, I'll tell you again in case you're jotting them down. Never fear, because again, they're going to be on here for you. DSP on these, the designer series paper, is 1 inch by 2 1/4, and the tangerine tangle on the back is 1 1/8 by 2 3/8. Alrighty, now we're going to do this front section. The front section, the designer series paper, is cut at 1 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then the cardstock that backs it is going to be cut at 1 3/8 by 2 3/8. Alright. I can feel you guys going, I gotta write this down. You don't have to write it down, never fear. It's going to be on there for you. Oops, wrong one. This guy. There we go. And this is going to be the one that goes on that front section. Right like so. Can't really see her on the camera, so I'm sure it's crooked. Okay, so we got our sides and we have the front. Now we're going to do this back panel back here. The size for this, the DSP is cut at 1 1/4 by 2 1/2, so it's just a tad longer than this one. And then the cardstock that goes behind it is 1 3/8 by 2 5/8. And for this one, I just flipped it to the back side. And you'll notice in this, there's pumpkin pie and tangerine tango, so you can kind of intermix them if you'd like. I'm going to put this back here, like so. There we go. Now, put this puppy there on the back. Right back here. Oops. Like that. Okie doke. There you have it. That's how it goes together. And then again, the twine that's in here is from the Halloween collection out of the holiday catalog. And it's actually here on page 51. Page 51. So it comes in a 2-pack, which I love. It has the basic black and basic gray and the pumpkin pie. So that's really nice that it all coordinates with all of the DSP. Now, this paper is a specialty designer series paper because these two sheets here at the end, these have foil on the front, the spider web and these dots. It's a silver foil on dots, and you can't make paper with the foil on the front. It's not conducive to doing design on the back. So this is a designer, the designer series paper. So this one is $2 more than the regular ones, and this is not included in our new special, which I'm going to tell you about too. But again, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous set of paper. Everything's double-sided, 12 by 12s, and you get 2 each of 5 different designs. So, except this one, you get 1 each of these 2 guys. All right. Okay, so I just stamped my little tag there from Paper Pumpkin and put it on there. And there you have it. There your little how-to on how to put these guys on there. All right, anybody have any questions? You guys are being so quiet today. Okay. All right. Now, for those of you who are customers who are on, I know you guys who are demonstrators already know about this, but we do have the Designer Series paper sale that started today, and it goes through Halloween, which is the end of the month, and we have these gorgeous Designer Series papers. When you buy 3 packs of paper, you get 1 pack for free, which is fabulous. And there is no limit to how many you can get. And these 2, the Presents in Pine Cones and the Candy Cane Lane from the holiday catalog, are both included on here. So don't forget about that. And I was talking about the Fast Fuse. Oh, hey, Millie, I just saw you. Hi. And Crystal. Hey, Crystal. So here on the... Okay, Louise, I'm going to say sorry, not sorry. I'm an enabler. Yeah, resistance is futile, totally. On here, you'll notice is the Fast Fuse, and it is when you buy 1 of these, the Fast Fuse, you will get a free refill with it. So that's a totally awesome deal. And I have some really cool projects coming out for this envelope punch board. So if you don't have one, you're going to want to get one. That is a total enabler alert, I promise. And this Designer 10 of Cards project kit is really one of my favorites in the new catalog. So check that out if you haven't. But this is only good through the 5th. So, hey, Millie. Thank you, sweetie, for the hearts. So you'll want to check this out. It's 5 days only, so make sure you can get it. And like you can see, they're discounted, so you want to make sure you get them. Alrighty. All right, for those of you who want these measurements, again, like I said, these are going to be on my blog. I'm going to put them up here just for a second in case you're running the video back and checking on them. If you don't have any questions or anything, you can email me or let me know. Oh, I know, I want to show you a little sneak peek of something I have coming up. So these are your directions for, or the directions for the holder itself. And then here's a quick peek at the measurements for the DSP and the cardstock that go on all the sides. All right, got it? All right. here's a little sneak peek. Actually putting together a project bundle suite that's going to be projects that you'll get with the purchase of the I forgot what I was going to say, the cookie cutter. The Cookie Cutters Jam Set and Punch. This is going to be in a project bundle that I'm going to be offering in October. This is a gift card holder, and this is some of the Candy Cane Lane Designer Series paper. And you will have a little place in the front pouch where you can write a note, and then in the back a little place where you can attach a gift card. Or you could put money in there if you'd like. I will take either. So that's just a little project that's going to be offered in that project bundle I'm going to be doing this month with the purchase, like I said, of the stamp set and punch. Okie doke. All right, so there's your test tube trick or treat, or you can do them not trick or treat. I have one here. I'll show you a sneak peek. I was working on this one earlier. I'm going to do some Christmas ones too. This was just started with the Candy Cane Lane paper, so you can do them for all sorts of occasions. And these refill kits with the test tubes are still available. And oh, good job, good job. These are still available in the refill kits, and get them before they're gone because they are really going quickly. So do them for any occasion. You could do some really cute ones for a baby shower, bridal shower, and put different color mints and things in there for them. So there you go. I hope you have fun making them, and I really can't thank you guys enough for coming by. You made my day. All right. Oh, Suzanne, hey. Suzanne's my neighbor in the court right behind me. Oh, thanks, Miriam. You are so sweet. I miss you guys. All right. Anyway, I will see you guys again soon. If you missed the project or the instructions, again, just play back the video. It'll be there, and I'm going to post it on my YouTube channel. And I will be posting the measurements and information for the project on my blog, suitablystamped.com. So there you go. Oh, thanks, Suzanne. All right. I better run. I'm going to be getting a JJ call here pretty soon and spending the evening with him while his mom and dad go dancing or they're chaperoning, so not much dancing. But you guys have a great evening tonight, and thanks again for coming by. I really appreciate it, and I will see you again very soon. All right? Have a magical day. Bye.